Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Trauma Center New Blood. We're back here again, and we're ready to start Mutation, but one little thing I'd like to preface before we start is that I can upload episodes whenever I want, so shut up RCX. But on a side note, I usually upload episodes generally early in the morning, just because that's when I'm not using my internet, and it usually takes 2 hours to upload an episode, so, well, 2 to 5. So, that's why I upload so early in the morning.
Hey, get up.
But that has nothing to do with...
paradise. I'd like to get some sun soon.
That has nothing to do with what our adventurous doctors have to do here.
So, doctors, how are you doing?
Couldn't be better, thanks.
I'm not trying to make small talk, it's a serious question.
What?
Let me see your eyes. Alright, these three are clean.
What have you got in store for us now?
Let me see your eyes. Yep, you're clean. They don't have the super man-eating flesh virus.
Oh, nothing special. Just another operation. Stigma again.
Found yourself a new lab rat, huh?
Hardly. You can blame Mother Nature for this one.
Is that what you tell yourself?
Hey, we didn't plan this one. He was infected by the other patient.
What?
That's impossible.
Well, it's not impossible because it just happened.
Stigma can't be contracted that way.
Like I said before, I'm not here to answer questions. But the boss and the director will be observing the operation. So make sure you don't disappoint them.
Where they... Do they have a camera in here? Okay, interesting.
It seems Stigma's more dangerous than we thought.
I don't know why you didn't think Stigma was dangerous. Or why you thought it wasn't, anyway. It's like the most dangerous thing we've faced in the past 10 years, apparently. But whatever. Oh, because it mutated, that would make sense. But of course, they don't really think about how mutations could occur and how it could change over time or anything, as we previously discussed.
Hey, you
look just
like you did on TV.
Your hair, man. What happened to it? Did it get attacked by a cotton candy machine?
What's up, Doc? The name's Kidman. I run the show around here.
Nice buttons
You're
you got
in
there.
charge here?
Are either of you doctors?
Oh. Your blue anime hair is kind of interesting, I suppose. It's like a tree,
This
sort of
patient's
branches
got
out.
an onyx strand. You know the drill, right? Don't fail me if you want to live.
Is this how you get your kicks?
Don't get cocky, Doc. This isn't a game. It's business.
Business? And what, pray tell, are you selling?
Not dead people?
Weapons are worth a fortune on the black market. But you wouldn't know about that, would you?
Oh, so they're trying to develop it into a weapon and then sell it.
Stigma
That
is
makes
one
sense.
deadly
Okay.
weapon, especially to the medical industry.
And then once they ship it out, they'll probably do the same thing they did last game. And, well, was this last game? Or maybe I'm mixing it up with a different story, but they'll sell the vaccine at a high price, and then countries will have to pay it, or their people will die,
the
or
best
something.
market for it is a war zone. Stigma would be the ultimate weapon there.
It would be, wouldn't
It still needs some fine-tuning, though.
It's a clever plan, in theory, but there's no way it'll work.
Oh, yes it will. Because I have you guys to help me. Leland, bring in the patient. How about you, Director? Would you like to stay and watch?
That won't be necessary.
Yep, this guy seems a little familiar.
With the skills they've demonstrated, there should be no problem. And the chance of tertiary infection is theoretically zero.
But the chance of it infecting someone else anyway was kind of zero anyway, so tertiary infection isn't exactly
You're
zero.
the creator of Stigma? Professor Wilkins?
Yep.
All right, Leland.
I was
Let's
pretty
get
sure
this
that was
show on the
Professor
road.
Wilkins. So apparently he didn't get kidnapped, he ran away and then went and did this, I guess. I'm sure the story's a little different than that, but that's not a bad place to start from. Anyway, the patient's vitals are fluctuating wildly.
This still doesn't make any sense. What's with these readings?
This is the thing with the claws, right? I think.
However, the
Yeah, it is.
variations are definitely greater than they were before.
A secondary infection. That means stigma has changed again.
We're reenacting that TV show right here.
I don't know why. Like they should kind of expect that pathogens. I guess the best way to describe this would be a pathogen. That pathogens change over
Good
time
luck to you, huh, Doc?
to be able
Watch out for
to
Onyx.
keep working.
Its claws are sharp.
I've had enough of your mouth.
Just ignore him, Val.
Hi Wilkins, how you doing with your creepy mask there? I don't know which one we're gonna go. I'm just gonna close my
Save
eyes and
him,
select one.
No matter
Okay.
what kind of stigma he has.
I'll save him no matter what kind of stigma he has. Yeah, I don't know which one to start with, so that works.
It's a new type of onyx. We don't know what will happen. Be careful.
Okay, always important to boost the vitals before you start, just to keep everything running smoothly once you actually get in the guy.
The
Where
onyx
is this?
hiding somewhere. Use the ultrasound to find its shadow.
I'm sure it'll claw its way out again before I can get it.
The onyx is
Yep.
attacking. Don't forget to suture the lacerations it's made.
I'm suturing the laceration. Don't get mad at me. Ah, dang it. We'll worry about that later.
Meat is exposed. Inject it with a serum. The serum is still
Got him.
effective.
Nice.
The
Okay.
onyx has gone into
Serum's
hiding.
still effective for
Its
now.
movement patterns haven't changed.
And I hope it still is effective, otherwise we're going to be doing some last-minute changes to our operation. Oh, hi there. I thought I already looked there. Apparently not well enough. I'm trying to do slower stitching so I can actually get the horizontal stitches decently.
Just stay calm. The main body must be somewhere.
The main body's right there. I can see it. And it's annoying as I'll get out. Oh. Oh. Got it. Nice. Let's boost the vitals quickly while we
We
can.
can expect it to start making fake copies of itself. Look carefully
Okay.
and
Oh,
find
there it
the
is.
new
Wow.
one.
That was quick. That went pretty well, all things considered. Normally it doesn't go that
It's
well.
going into hiding. Find it.
I have a bad feeling we're going to miss this one. Oh, if I'm lucky.
It should only take a
Oh,
little
man.
more.
Okay,
Hang in
so
there,
I
Doc.
did it.
What the-
This is going... Whoa, whoa,
Why
whoa,
are
whoa,
these
whoa.
blood vessels showing up on the ultrasound?
When was this a thing?
Did it inject toxins into the bloodstream? The ultrasound is useless if it's like this.
Are you saying this is some form of self-defense against us? I can't believe it.
I don't... Okay,
The
interesting.
main body must be somewhere. Find it and remove it with a scalpel.
This is definitely not good. It's lowering his vitals a lot. Let's look for the 4 dots. Oh, ah, dang it.
No
Well, I
matter
guess
what
that's
it
not gonna
tries,
work.
We're going to find it and cut it out.
And he's losing vitals fast. We gotta stop that. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem. So look for the one with 4. Oh, there it is. Got it. Nice. Let's boost his vitals quickly before he has the chance to get back. Oh, I see it.
Please
Nice.
let this be it.
I'm sure you can do it without the healing touch,
onyx
but
is
that was
gone.
pretty hard if you didn't use it right
There are no
there.
remaining wounds either. Let's close them up.
Because it just does like a constant drain on the guy's vitals. That was not good for him.
Please suture the incision.
Oh boy, no, I don't want to do that again. I mean, I'm sure we'll have to at some point, but not for right now. I don't want to do it right now. That was pretty hard.
It was
And there you
completely
go.
different from the other onyx.
Not completely, just minorly.
If something like this were to be used as a weapon,
We need to get back to Caduceus and tell them about this.
Well, it doesn't look like we're going to be back to Caduceus anytime soon unless someone just happens to find out where we're at. And I doubt that the bad guys were dumb enough to leave like a cell phone on us or anything. You know, useful for communication.
What
Give me
now,
my
boss?
C. I don't care.
I'll give them a choice. But I doubt they'll join up voluntarily.
No, I doubt they
The
will.
3 of them are all quite firm.
Maybe if they could... Nah. Only the head honcho would be able to perform such an operation. If they're not willing to cooperate, Then we'll wash our hands of them.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that might not be that might not be good for them. End game, I'm sure something important happening along the lines of if we're either going to die or get out of here is going to happen in this episode.
Now, wasn't that fun, Doc?
I don't know if I'd say
Isn't
fun.
your director here today?
Why? Are you worried about him? He was satisfied with the results of the operation, so he returned to the lab. He said no further operations will be necessary.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to try to get rid of
I
us here.
guess you don't need us anymore, huh?
Yes. And no. We just need to decide what to do with you.
What do you mean?
There won't be any more life-saving operations for the time being. But there are some experiments I'd like you to perform on human subjects.
Yeah, I think that's going to be where our doctors have an issue.
I'm curious to see if I can get you to drop the goody two-shoes act. Will you wield your scalpel in the name of science? What do you say?
I'd rather die.
Yeah, I thought
I'm
so.
a doctor. Find someone else to do your dirty work.
Oh, come on. Is that the best you can do?
Well, I mean, we could, get more emotional here and be like, I'm here to save patients' lives, not to end them, or something stupid.
Let's see how long your bravado lasts. Leland, I'll be taking them to their new cell tomorrow. Have it ready.
Got it, boss.
I'll show you what a mistake it is to let your conscience rule.
So maybe not the best.
Val, Elena,
Yes?
there's something I need to tell you.
Uh-oh. I've always
Okay.
loved you. What? No, just kidding.
Is it about the choice they gave us?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's more of a confession.
I used to be a bad doctor, but I changed my ways.
Back when I was helping the professor with his research, I made a number of genetically engineered mice for use in experiments. There was something different about one of them. It looked just like the others, but it held a terrible secret inside.
It was ugly.
You don't mean...
It happened while I was operating on the subject's kidney. I was excising a tumor. That's when it came into contact with artificial blood and started growing at a frightening pace. That was the birth of Stigma.
Oh, so he made stigma, and he's like, I did a bad thing once.
Marcus! I can't believe this.
I disposed of the subject and proposed that we put a halt to the research. Unleashing a new pathogen into the world in order to study its treatment. I argued that that was the wrong way to perform research. But the professor wouldn't listen.
I see, okay. So he and the professor have had a long history, and the professor's like, no, we need to research this. And he's like,
That's
no,
why
we
I
can't
volunteered
research
to
this.
go to Alaska. I should have just quit. I had no idea you'd follow me there and get dragged into this mess.
I was desperate to study your techniques. But I never imagined that that's why you were there.
You realize that I may personally be responsible for the advent of Stigma?
Well, I mean, that's definitely a thing now. I didn't realize it 5 seconds ago.
If it
Or
wasn't for
maybe
me,
30.
none of this would have happened. And you two wouldn't be in this position. But I want you to know, as a doctor, I've always held the highest regard for human life.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Marcus. There are still many things we don't know about Stigma. We need your help to unlock those secrets.
Just so you know, Dr. Vaughn, I'll always be there to assist you no matter what.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Except we're probably going to be dead soon, so none of this matters. But we do have the option
Remove
of...
their blindfolds.
Where the heck are we? Oh.
Water torture is our specialty. Let me tell you, it's a sight to see.
I think we might die in here.
Watching our adversaries scream as they get swallowed up by the cold, dark water.
You think you can force us to do your bidding?
Just holler if you change your mind, and I'll stop the water. But make no mistake, That'll be the last choice you ever make on your own.
Thanks, but I think I'll stick with the original choice. I'd rather die than work for a scumbag like you.
You've got spunk, Doc. I'll tell you what. I'll do you a favor.
I'll give you exactly 5 minutes.
When I bury you, I'll put surgical instruments in your coffin. That way, they'll be able to identify the body.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and lock him up, boss.
Hold on, Leland. Use this.
What kind of lock is this, boss?
I found it in a toy store. I have no other use for it, so why not give it a try? We'll get a good laugh watching them try to unlock it.
Okay, so their thought is that we're not going to be able to unlock the lock, and that they'll just laugh at us trying to unlock it. That'll be great. Toy lock is preventing your escape. Look for a pattern and solve the puzzle to open it.
How far are they planning on taking this nonsense?
He said he found this lock at a toy store.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing a commercial for this.
Oh,
Something
please
about
do tell.
Connect the 4 friends and release the lock.
Why is he using a toy? What the hell's wrong with this guy?
Well, we already figured out that they're, not great people, so I don't know why you're still surprised.
Mercy.
But if we can unlock this, then we'll have a chance to escape, won't we?
Except for the fact that they'll be waiting for us. Also, we have 2 minutes to escape, so that's not so great.
But my bet is they don't think we can do it.
Well, I'm not gonna let some stupid toy be the thing that makes us drown in here.
That's the spirit. We can unlock it.
Hopefully. At the very least, we don't have to worry about the vitals of the toy. Let's just go with Valerie. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Leave this puzzle to me.
I'm the puzzle master. Let's see how good I can work on a puzzle. This is another one I like just because it's a non-operation operation.
The square panels can be rotated with the forceps.
Okay, it's nice that they gave us forceps.
Turn the panels and make a path using the lines.
Okay,
You
Hyperlock
said something about
3000.
Connect the 4 friends.
Very exciting.
What do you mean by friends? The shapes, the colors, something else?
Looks like they've started.
Let's see.
Yeah, right. I'm not planning on
Oh.
drowning in here.
That's not gonna work so well, is it?
Crap, I gotta go use the can. Keep an eye on him while I'm gone.
This isn't... Well, okay, so that's connected, I guess.
It's connected. Please
Good.
move on to the next one.
I wish that text at the bottom would go away so I could see down there. And because he's asleep, he won't know we're here,
Isn't
so
this
or
pretty
know that we
hard for a
escaped.
toy?
We're doing not too bad.
They connected.
Although we're kind of at
Is this
halftime.
right?
Ah, crap. That's gonna be hard to get to over there, isn't it?
I hear it's pretty popular among college
Please
students
hurry.
and adults, too.
I'm trying. What do you think I'm doing here? Wait.
So,
This is
you're
another
those
solution.
kinds of people.
Let's see. Does that doesn't count as a connection, does it? This might not be good for us. This might be actually quite bad for us. Yeah, this is looking pretty grim.
Please hurry.
I'm going. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna give this another shot, of course. But, maybe we'll know what to
Alright,
do a little
just
better.
one more.
And I don't know how I'm supposed to connect to that last one. Not in 14 seconds. Unless I can do something fancy. Okay, that makes a connection. Yeah, we're out of time, unfortunately, but we got darn close. We got really darn close. And of course they drowned, so let's give that another shot. It's only a 2-minute operation, so you can just stay with me the whole time. I'm not going to make any cuts in here.
The square panels
So let
can
me
be
take a look at
rotated
this
with the
before we
forceps.
start. I think the most important one to get out of the way is the green and the blue one, because they seem like they'd be the most... I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just do it again, but we're going to try to... I can remember some of the things I did, so we're going to try that again.
Turn the panels and make a path using the lines.
You said something about connect the 4 friends.
Maybe if we start at the origin instead of at the arrows or whatever, that might help us a bit more. Let me try that.
What do you mean by friends?
Looks like they've started.
Yeah, right. I'm not planning on drowning in here.
It's connected.
Okay, that's one.
Ah, crap, I gotta go use the can. Keep an eye on him while I'm gone.
Okay, we've almost got this one done. That's good.
They connected.
We're making good
But
time.
Is this right?
Isn't this pretty hard for a toy?
It is rather hard for a toy. Of course, then again, I'm sure kids aren't restricted to 2 minutes to do this. They probably got a better time than we
I hear
do.
it's pretty popular among college
Wait,
students and adults
maybe this.
too.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So, he's one of those kinds of people.
Crap, that's not gonna work, is it? Ah, but how are we gonna make this one work then? That doesn't even make sense. Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot.
All right, just
Okay.
one more.
Please hurry.
I'm going. Wait, I think I see this. Hold on. Let me just grab the right one. Wait, I think we got this. We need to somehow disconnect that.
We solved
There! Okay, good.
Be quiet.
And the guy's not paying attention, so now
Now's
we
our
should be able to get away.
They haven't noticed that we've opened the lock.
Then let's get a move on.
Quickly. Hopefully we know where we're at and aren't just like lost in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure, yeah, I got a rookie doctor. That one's based solely on time, so I think the only way you can improve your rank is by just doing it really quickly. I might give that another try off camera, though. That was kind of fun, actually. It's stressful as it was.
Where are we?
Outside! We're outside!
You got that right.
And we're still alive.
Definitely not dead.
That's right.
Though we're gonna
We were
have some
able to
angry
escape.
people after us pretty soon.
Where are they? Where did they go?
Yep, time to book
Hurry up
it.
and
Get out of
find
here.
them, all of you!
Come on, we have to keep moving.
Over there. I see light.
That just seems kind of dumb that they managed to let those doctors get away. That's just so dumb. Like they did that so poorly. And yeah, we have enough time to do one more. And so an urgent meeting. Hopefully we got back to Catechus. Maybe got some bodyguards on us to keep us from getting captured again. Hopefully.
I'd like to hear the Department of Health's opinion regarding stigma. Secretary Mendez?
I consider this case a very serious
gosh.
matter.
Hi there.
It's unlike any plague mankind has ever known.
Could you please elaborate?
First off, stigma is a virulent disease created by man. Reports indicate that a contagious strain exists, which means it's a significant threat. In addition
As
to
if
that,
it wasn't a threat
there's
before.
an underground organization attempting to exploit the situation. So we must face the possibility that stigma is being circulated as a biological weapon. But in order to investigate, we need the cooperation of Homeland Security.
No need to worry about that. I've already notified the appropriate individuals.
Thank you, I appreciate it. However, I'm afraid we don't have much time to waste. There have been reports
She's got a
from
boring
around the
voice,
world
too.
describing symptoms that suggest the presence of stigma. There's even been a major outbreak in one country.
You're talking about Kularuma, correct?
Yes, we've had
Kularuma.
one patient flown in for examination. We'll handle the treatment and subsequent analysis here in the U.S. Caduceus will be seeing to it.
Ah,
In
so that
case
means
you weren't
I've got to
aware,
do it
Mr.
then.
Deputy Secretary, Caduceus is our country's finest.
There's no need to explain. I'm familiar with the organization.
Okay, so I guess we're dealing with that then. That's good, I
I'm so
suppose.
glad that you're all back safely. You must have been so scared.
Man, we must have been out for like a day or two at least, maybe 3.
You have no idea. But we survived, with each other's help.
I'm sorry you had to endure such an ordeal. We must take stringent measures to strengthen our security immediately.
And maybe not go down dark alleyways. That could help as well.
With no word since your disappearance, we had begun to fear the worst. How are you feeling? Were you harmed?
It was a difficult situation. but we were determined to get through it. Having met our enemy face to face, my resolve to continue this mission has grown even stronger.
I wouldn't have objected if you had decided to resign, but I'm glad to hear you say that. We can't win the war against Stigma without you three.
Definitely not, considering we're the only doctors qualified to actually do anything in this stupid place.
Something caught my attention while we were being held captive. It
Oh,
concerns Professor Wilkins.
Would you like to tell
I
us?
think he may be a member of the Kidman family.
Goodness. Could that be true?
I'm pretty sure it's
The
true.
professor? What do you mean, Marcus?
Well, you know that guy they referred to as the director? His face was hidden, but he was definitely the same height and had the same build as the professor.
I was just going off the voice.
He
I don't know about the
also
height
appeared
and
to
the
be
build.
center of their research on Stigma. If he is Professor Wilkins, then this would all make sense.
I have to disagree. The way he moved and spoke, I just don't think he could be Professor Wilkins.
I'm not positive, but it seems very likely. I just can't figure out how he got mixed up with them.
Regardless, I'll
Or
notify
maybe
the
he's
FBI.
the one that started the whole thing.
Now, I understand that you're concerned, but I need you to continue with your mission.
So what's our mission?
The patient has been flown in by the military.
Okay.
We don't know how infectious the disease is, so use the quarantine transfer unit. According to preliminary examination, we are dealing with a new type of stigma. So we'll be relying heavily on your abilities.
So we gotta learn how to use the laser in a unique way other than just shooting it at them, because that seems to be the preferred
I know
method
that's
of
a lot
dealing
to
with
ask
stigma.
since you just returned, but I hope you're up for the challenge.
Well, at least we're not out of practice, having been forced to operate while we were held captive.
That's true. Always look on the bright side of things, especially when you're held captive and used for operation purposes.
Oh my. Is that true?
Yes, believe it or not.
I'd like to say that you will have the very best working with you in the research lab, but unfortunately, we've lost a key staff member. We'll still do all that we can, though.
What happened to the key staff member?
Cynthia left. She quit while you were away.
I bet she's a bad person. I bet she's bad.
Why would she do such a thing?
Because she's a bad
She
person.
seemed so dedicated to her work.
Do you have any idea why she quit, Isabella?
Probably because
As
she's
a
evil.
representative of Humani, I'm not at liberty to say.
I'm not at liberty to say how evil
But
she
I'll tell
is.
you as a friend. She seems to have gone through a lot with the higher-ups concerning stigma. They blamed her for developing products that increase patients' susceptibility to stigma. But no one could have anticipated that side effect.
It's a shame to lose someone like her, but we can't dwell on it. Let's prepare for the operation, Val.
That's too bad. I had hoped to work with Cynthia until we eradicated stigma together.
Oh well, let's not think much of it. It's not like she'll come back or anything, I bet. Okay, new strain of stigma, and
Just so
it's
you're
not
aware,
good, like usual.
I'll be present throughout the operation. I realize it may be difficult to perform such a procedure after your recent ordeal.
Hey, it's fine. It's not like we have anything else to do, right?
Don't worry, Kanai. We can handle it.
We're the only doctors qualified to do anything around here.
I'm glad to hear that. I can't tell you how relieved I was to learn that you three were safe.
I hear this is a new strain of stigma.
Yes, but the preliminary tests didn't tell us much. We did learn two things, though. First, it has multiple arms, which are causing all the damage.
Okay, so arms are bad. Arms are
Second,
bad. Remember that,
we can
kids?
prevent further damage by removing the grapplers from the ends of the arms.
So grappling and arms.
Sounds
Gotcha.
like a complicated procedure.
It's affixed to the affected area, so we can't pull it off by force.
In that case, I think we should first try to restrict its movement and then excise it.
And by excise, we mean laser, right?
That's where this baby comes in.
What's that?
It's the result of our research. It will allow us to turn stigma's own characteristics against it. You see, we were able to extract a colurium-based fluid, which will temporarily restrict its...
Basically, it can stop the pathogen's movement for a short period of time.
Sounds convenient. I like it.
Would you mind giving it a try?
God, I mean,
no problem.
We've already been told to use mysterious fluids to deal with pathogens, so we might as well use more mysterious fluids to deal with pathogens. Alright, we'll go with Marcus this time.
It's good to be back. Now, let's get
It's
started.
good to be back. Now let's get started. Alright, so now we're operating on patients that have not been purposely infected, probably.
We've taken a closer look.
But at least we have a second opinion today.
Oh,
Well,
name
let's begin
drop,
by opening
second
them up.
opinion. Oh! Oh, come on, I didn't mess it. This guy's gonna be dead by the time we open him up. Probably already got to see. Whoa, hey there.
Stigma is definitely present. It's bizarre looking, that's for sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
It appears to have a core from which the arms are extending.
Let's try using that new stuff. We're supposed to inject it into the grapplers, correct?
Okay, interesting.
Something's been released from the central core.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
Toxin, I presume. If we ignore it, it'll enter the patient's body via the grapplers. Needless to say, it will be detrimental to the patient.
Yeah, I assumed that much.
We have to find a way to stop the toxin from spreading.
Shoot it with a laser?
I see. Doctor, the arm has expanded back to its normal size.
So that only temporarily
Looks like you can only
pushes
pinch
it
each
back.
arm in one spot.
So, okay, so this is gonna be fun. Crap. Okay, let's just start with one.
The grappler stopped moving. We can extract it now. That takes care of one of them.
Okay, so it looks like I can extend my time if I do that.
Two down, one to go.
If I squeeze it before they get there, it seems to extend the amount of time that I have. Of course, I'm sure this is not going to work in the future. They're going to do something... Oh, okay. Okay, good.
That's probably the result of a rapid contraction designed to stimulate regeneration.
Okay, so we need to do something before it does that, right?
Perhaps this can be used to our advantage, since it places a great deal of stress on the core.
Do we use a laser?
If we repeat this process, we may be able to force the core to destroy itself.
Ah, so do this multiple
All right, let's
times.
give it a
Excellent.
shot.
Its arms are back out. Hurry up and remove the grapplers.
Okay, I see how this works. This isn't too bad, actually, all things considered. That grappler's shorter. I don't like that. We should remove that one in particular. Okay. This is actually not too bad. I like this guy because he has an atypical shoot it with the laser thing that all these other ones seem to be.
It's extended its arms again.
And this one's got longer thingies, so this actually might be a little easier. Okay, so we'll get another one here. Start with that. These are kind of hard to aim at. If I remove that really quick.
Keep going.
There we go.
Core's weakening.
This one takes a little while to do, but it's not bad. Yet. I say it's not bad yet. Okay, oh good, my monitor went down again, so now I can't see what I'm looking at.
His vitals are dropping.
Oh,
We can't
sorry about
allow
that
the
guy.
toxin to reach the grapplers. So quickly,
Ah,
too.
oh, that's
Unbelievable.
not good.
It seems like the toxin is being used to regenerate the excised tissue.
So we don't want the toxin to get out so it doesn't regenerate the grapplers.
While keeping the toxin from spreading.
That is not a star. He's gonna lose all his vitals before I can draw this right. Okay. Let's just do this really quick. It'll be a lot easier to get all this out. And there we go. Okay. I hope that was the last one. Otherwise, it's going to get tedious and I'm going to run out of time probably. Excellent. Okay, cool. So we made it kill itself. Good job. Good job, team. It murdered its own darn self.
We never gave up.
No, we didn't. It sure gave up, or at least died. Of course, I'm sure there's going to be some countermeasure developed to make it so that it doesn't kill itself.
We don't have much time. I forgot what
Probably,
it's like to have a real operating room.
Probably something along the line of shooting it with a laser at some point.
Last we see of that thing.
Why do you guys keep saying that? It's never the last you see of that thing.
Was a success. Great work.
It's literally never the last time you see that thing. I don't know why they keep doing that. And a rookie doctor because we let some of the grappler tips regenerate, I bet. And because we took too long.
That was an admirable effort, considering the difficulty of the operation.
Can we have a cookie? That was pretty nice.
Yes, it was a tricky one, but somehow we managed.
I don't mean to press my luck, but I actually have another favor to ask of you three. This will be an extremely difficult task.
So it's no different than usual.
Actually, that's 100% true. That's funny.
Don't worry. We're quite used to extremely difficult tasks.
We've pretty much been forced to do extremely difficult tasks this entire
We
game.
received a request for aid from the country of Kuluruma, where an outbreak's occurred. They desperately need doctors who know how to treat stigma.
And since we're the only doctors in the entire world who know how to treat
The
stigma,
government would like to provide assistance.
we have to do it, right?
That is, of course, if there are any doctors willing to volunteer.
And you want us to go?
And of course, we couldn't just have one of the doctors go. Both of the doctors have to go. Otherwise, there wouldn't be enough people here not qualified to deal with
If we
stigma.
can get some of our personnel into Kuluruma where that metal originates, then I believe we can advance our research on stigma. But to do so, we have to put 3 of our finest staff members in danger.
But of course, being the finest staff members, they won't
Not
bow
just
down to
infection,
danger.
but also of insurrection.
Kuluruma is a hotbed for guerrilla activity. It's a time bomb waiting to go off. What do you think, Val?
Well, ultimately, what's our purpose? I mean, is it worth risking our lives for?
If we're trying to convince ourselves, we could say it's to protect the world from stigma.
Protect the world from stigma!
Oh, yeah?
Let's do it!
How do you feel about traveling south of the equator?
Well, it's better than going somewhere cold.
Glad to hear that.
Like
Then
Alaska?
It's decided. We accept, Madame Director.
Alright, so we're going to this, I'm assuming Kuluruma is this fictional place. I've never heard of it before, but basically south of the border. But we'll do that next time, so I hope you guys enjoyed. That went on a lot longer than I thought it would, honestly. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Trauma Center New Blood, where we get to do cool operations that are probably going to be really difficult. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!